shit.
Look at this.
Yo, I see that shit. Oh shit.
New York till they die.
What?
Repping every day.
BX?
Oh, come on, man.
And let me see that.
I talk, you watch. Coming in hot from the BS to the block. We got Joe Chapo and Lot on the hill. You know the drill. Hit the like button, you know the deal. Yeah, we the truth of the streets. If they only knew. We the truth of the streets. If they only knew. We the truth of the streets. We the truth of the streets. We the truth of the streets. If they only knew.
I love that intro. Yo, what up? It's your boy Joe Chapo back in the building. Another edition of They Only Knew. As always, we got your boy Mochi. What up, Mo?
Yo, what's good? What's good, people? Thanks for tapping in, man. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, share, tap that bell so you can get your notifications, man. Salute. We got a good one today, man. Let's get it going. What's up?
Yes, sir. Man, yo, for the people that's been under a rock or in a cave somewhere and shit, yo, on a stranded fucking island and shit, yo, we got banger today. Yo. We got a legend in the making. You know what I'm saying? In the making right now, and son of a legend. Sir, please introduce yourself.
Hey, man, it's your boy Shawty Lo Jr, man. I'm the son of the late, great Shawty Lo himself, man. What's happening?
Appreciate you, man. Word. Thanks
Appreciate you again, man. We as a whole, as the iTalk family, we appreciate you taking your time out to fuck with us and shit, give us this interview. I know we had some technical difficulties and shit, but everything happens for a reason, man. So
yes, sir.
Again, I'm glad you made it.
Yes, sir.
As always, oh my bad. As always, we did the same. And like I told you, I want to focus on something different. A lot of people bring you on, they want to talk about your pops. I want to talk about you. I want to know about you as a person. Obviously, we're gonna touch on some of your father's accomplishments. But we really want to focus on you as a person and what you bring into the game. So let's start off, tell me a little bit about yourself and how you came up.
Okay, bet. Okay, so, I'm from Atlanta, born home, same place as Pops. Growing up, man, had a good childhood, it was pretty cool. How to put it? Like, I love sports, football. Basketball, just anything that really kept me active. I got good grades in school. So I had a GPA of 3.0.
Wow.
So yeah, and how I grew up. Both of my parents are solid people. My mom used to work for my dad before he transitioned into the rap. So, like having a dad that's a kingpin and a mom that's a trap queen, and that's kind of crazy a little bit. I've seen a whole lot of stuff, man. Seen a lot, got them as a kid, but I just knew that life or that lifestyle wasn't for me.
Respect. Yeah.
Was it the danger side of it, or just like the whole drug part of it and shit, and what it does to the community and the people and stuff?
Man, it was kind of both. Just like seeing like being in being in a drive-by where people ride by shooting, and then you folks trying to grab you and come dive on you, or you see people get shot, and you see I've seen the Jays, hit a rock, and that shit stank like bad, like dope stank, and for real. So it just and just see how people like talked about the Jays like they stink, like when they need to take a bath, or you just you just see stuff and you just know that it's not how you want to live, or that's just not right. Yeah,
That's good, man. That's super good. Yeah, because a lot of people fall victim to that, especially mom and dad. You know what I mean? And it's in your home, most likely you fall to that. You know what I'm saying? So to really have that strength and move your own way, salute, man.
Appreciate that. Yeah.
Not easy. Yeah, dope. That just shows you really you're not a follower. Chapo tapped out. He's probably going through technical difficulties, but it shows you not a follower. You're a leader about what you do, and you know that's dope. It speaks volume. I respect it, brother, for sure.
Yeah, appreciate that.
So sports was your thing before music, then?
Hell yeah, hell yeah. You know, I really didn't start trying to do music. Mama moved. I didn't start doing music till after my pops passed. You know, and I really didn't I really didn't start taking it serious until he came to me in a dream in 2021, January 4th. I was locked up for violation of probation at the time, and I had court on the 5th, and he came to me. He came to me in a dream on the 4th. He was just like, "Hey man," he was just like, you know, take the music serious. He say, "You gonna make it, but you got to give it 100%, just like everybody else. You not gonna make it just because you my son." He say, "But I'm gonna put the pieces around you to help you make it, but you got to give it 100, just like everybody else." And he say, "When you go to court tomorrow, you're not going home, but when you go, you got to give it 100%." So I had court the next day on the 5th, and I didn't go home. I was like, "Oh shit!" Like man, he was right. Like he was on point with it. So I got out February the 12th, and man, I got in the studio and I dropped my first single.
Nice. Yeah, so let's rewind a little bit. So you was on probation, so that means you obviously got locked up prior to that. What was that about?
Basically, I got into some female trouble like back when I was like at 18, 17, 18. I did 3 years in prison. So I was in college. So so when that happened, I had to drop out of college, and you know, all of that took place. So, but during the time of my incarceration, my mom passed in 2015, and then my granddad and my dad passed 2 weeks apart in 2016, right before I came home. So it was a whole lot. It was like everything was back to back to back.
Do you think God kept you from being home to witness that, like in person, for a reason?
I mean, honestly, like when I think back on it, I think me being in prison, that was the best place for me. Like, you know, it kept me like not necessarily sane, but it kept me in a spot where like I understood what happened, but I didn't get to actually witness it or see it or be around my family and, you know, and just grieve, you know. I really didn't get that chance to, and, you know, I was in a place where they you know, the day say prison is, you know, it's crazy and all that, but you know, those guys now, they just like us.
Yeah, they care. Yeah.
Yes.
Y'all become like a family. You know what I'm saying? In that type of time. Now, coming from school, being into sports and all of that, and then all of a sudden you're doing 3 years in jail. You know, I've been in that situation, so I know that side where it's like it's a different world. How did that hit you?
Basically, like going to prison is like, you know, it really taught me a lot. Like basically, you know, it's like I had to be focused because prison, you know, is the people in there, they just like us, but it can go down at any time. So you got to be on point. You got to be focused. You got to be alert. You know, and you just got to know how to move. So it's like, you know, from coming from the background that I already had, you know, as far as having a dad and a mom like that, I ain't really had to worry about too much. You know, anything can still happen despite who your people are. But my dad was so well respected in the streets that I ain't really had too much.
Yeah, that carried a long way.
That's dope.
Yeah,
that's dope.
Respect.
Yeah, that was actually gonna be my next question. Was it? Do you feel like it was easier because you had the name behind you, or was it a little bit difficult because the jealous motherfuckers that always want to test you because of that name?
I mean, both. It's really got that's a blessing and a curse. You know, it was like a blessing because I was protected, but then like you said, you got hating motherfuckers. But it's like a lot of the ones who was hating, they just didn't know how to talk to me or kick it with me. So they felt some type of way. But I basically know how to read people. So it's like the people who was trying to throw little slit shots always start shit. I'll just go talk to them. What's up, bro? You good? Woo woo woo. And then they be like, damn.
That whole energy changed, yeah.
Yeah, like damn, bro. I ain't know he was gonna be cool. Or, so I thought he was gonna be arrogant, but just who I am, like as a person, is like you really can't not like me.
Respect,
Like,
brother. Yeah.
That's what's up. Yeah.
Like, 'cause I'm humble, I'm cool, caring, I'll help anybody, and that's just that type of energy that I carried through there. So they was like, bro, you ain't even supposed to be in here. Like, your energy, your mindset, like, and and I still talk to a couple of those guys who locked up, and they was like, when I left, like, it wasn't the same no more. Certain people just have a certain type of shit effect.
Yep.
And when they gone, you can feel it.
But that your whole everything that you didn't leave them empty-handed when you left. You know what I mean? You left them with something, and that was your reason for having to be there and face that time. I always believe everything happens for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Even in those tough situations, there's a job for you to, you know what I mean, in it. And seemed like you completed that though, man. It shows even, the times we kicked it and all that, you definitely a very humble dude, likable, easy to kick it with, you know what I mean?
Appreciate that. Yes, sir.
Yeah. What was the craziest shit you seen while you was up in there?
I ain't actually get to see it, but I was right next door to it. A guy said that God told him to pull out his eyeball, and he pulled that motherfucker out.
Shit. What the fuck?
You see shit like that on TV, but it really happens.
Yeah, that type of stuff really happened. Like I have seen, or like I seen a dude get stabbed in his neck right in front of me. I'm talking about literally, like, I'm right here, the guy like 1 foot in front of me, get stabbed in the neck, goddamn blood starts squirting everywhere. But so I took off running. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, that's that up. Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck I done got myself into? These folks need this.
See, that's the thing, yeah. And then they expect people to come home and be normal citizens and shit. Like, how can you see these acts of terror and shit, and live with the screaming and the yelling and just the everything all day, every day and shit, and then come home and act like normal?
Man,
that doesn't even make sense.
It's like you have to readjust. Like going in there and coming out, like certain people like could tell that I had just came from prison. Like I was on, like, my back was always against the wall. Like I'm always observing. I ain't saying too much. I'm watching everybody. Like, no, it's just stuff that I had to do when I was in there. I had to readjust to society and like learn how to fit back in again.
Yeah, 3 years, a lot of shit changed. You know what I mean? Drastically. Let me ask you this. So you speak like you were close with mom and dad, you know what I mean? You had a great relationship with them. So losing them, God rest their soul. Did it take you to a dark place or were you able to avoid that?
I was pretty much able to avoid the dark place. Like losing my mom, that hurt me the most. Like that kind of, I ain't gonna say kind of, that really like hurt me the most out of just period. Losing anybody, you know what I mean? So like, and I was able to, like bounce back from it. Like, yeah, that's something that you're gonna always live with. Like it's sometimes some days you might be cool, then some days it might be on you heavy. But like once I was able to start like getting my head that it is what it is, and I gotta move forward. Like I was able to like bounce back, and my dad seen that. Like like even though I was still locked up, like us talking and stuff, and then it was just like one day he told me, he was like, yeah, he say, you ready? And then I was like, what do you mean? He was like, just know you ready. And what I take from that to this day is like, he basically meant that you have to take a major loss and be able to bounce back from it to actually be a boss or a king. Like, yeah. So like when he was telling me like I was ready, because he's saying how I was recovering from it, and he was telling me like, yeah, man, it is good to hear you laughing, and and your tone of your voice has changed from when she first passed up until now. Like you get better, like you pulling through.
Yeah.
So like yeah, but
did that make your bond stronger with your dad?
Yeah, hell yeah, because he was like shit, like really. He was like the last thing he was the last thing I felt like I had left as a parent, as somebody who gonna be there for me no matter what, love me unconditional, just got my back and got my best interest. So, like losing him really made me numb. It was just like, man, you know what? Fuck it. Man, it is what it is. But I was more angry about that because I feel like, damn, we had plans and I was going to get ready to come home. Like, so it was like just losing him made me just numb to shit.
So what was the thing that kept you from just wilding out? Yeah. Like you lost your mom, you lost your pops, you feel empty. Why not fucking hit them streets hard? Like what kept you from wilding out?
Like after going through all that, like I really just felt that my life wasn't about me anymore. It was about who I can touch and inspire and encourage and just show like, hey, I've been through this. Like, yeah, like at a point in my life, I had it all, dad, big house, cars, women, money. I went to prison and I lost everything, and coming back out and having to grind and get it on my own now. So it's like shit, you can lose it all, but it's up to you whether you get it back. Yeah, I mean, so it's like if I can do it, I feel like anybody can do it.
Yeah, that's for real.
So was it at this point you decided to step into music?
Yeah, well, basically, like after Pops passed, like a lot of people from the industry or just a lot of his friends, who had cash and stuff, like they was reaching out to us, like they was trying to help us, and like, but like people, I put it like this: a lot of bridges were getting burned, and they wasn't getting burned by me. So it's like people around me was getting those bridges burnt because I got out November 30th. My dad passed September 21st. So those people had access to those people before I came home. So it's like now me coming home and I'm trying to, touch down and see what's going on. Because you got to think about it. Like I'm coming home to now nothing. You know what I mean? So it's like shit. So I'm trying to see, what's going on. Where's the support? Where's the help? And a lot of bridges had already been burnt. And while I was home, they were still getting burnt. So I was like, you know what, fuck this, bro. So I'm finna rap, But in the process of me wanting to do that, then I felt like it was the wrong people that got shit around me. They were just like, man, you know what, bro? You Shawty Lo, son. The people gonna fuck with you, and the industry people gonna show you love and woo woo woo. But I was like, bro, if my music ain't good, man, don't nobody care about that shit.
Word up.
Yeah. And then you gotta tarnish the name and shit. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's like I started trying to rap in 2017, and to me personally, I was like, bro, this shit ain't good. So I was like, man, and the people around me just trying to get me to put out some bullshit. I was like, you know what? Fuck music. Yeah, shit, I ain't worried about it. So I went and got me a job and stuff like that. I was working, so I got my first apartment, my first car, so I was doing good.
Mm.
So was that an easy transition for you though? To go to
I,
work and shit
yeah.
from that lifestyle to 9 to 5?
Hey, I mean, my dad always said, man, he say, shit, I don't care what I got to do to get some money.
Exactly.
Goddamn, whether it's working, whether it's goddamn scrubbing flow, he was like, man, shit, I'm gonna do whatever I got to do, and I'm gonna give it 100%.
That's real.
So shit. He was like, man, he say it don't matter if you work at McDonald's, goddamn, you got to clean out the bathroom. He say, give it 100%. Do it to the best of your ability and do it with a smile. You know what I mean? So it never really made me feel some type of way to have to go work. Shit. It would have been foolish of me just to sit around and not have no money or not have
Word up.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody was gonna put it on your lap and be like, here you go. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
Yeah, that was always like the next question and shit. I know you said that there was a lot of support, so nobody was trying to like hook you up, like maybe throw you some money, hook you up with a maybe a job within the industry or something like that.
Not necessarily. They was basically trying to see like, well, it was only one of my dad partners that I actually got to sit down with, and he was like, bro, and he sat down with me and my other sibling. Yeah, so he sat down with me and him. He was like, bro, Lo was my partner. That was my nigga, bro. He was like, whatever y'all want, shit, it don't matter. Just tell me. If y'all need a house, y'all need cars, whatever, I got it. You know what I mean? You just take y'all time and think about it and let me know. So I got out the car, me and my older brother, and he was like, bro, I'm gonna ask him for some work. I'm like, huh? Like, bro, the man just said he'll give us anything. And like, bro, he went to prison for that. So you think he wanna? And he was like, yeah, you right. But I ain't got this dude number.
Yeah.
So I'm telling him like, bro, we need a house and we at least need a car, at least one. So me and you, like, bro, we can share that motherfucker. We just need to be able to get around to make shit happen. It's like, but man, he went and asked the man for the shit anyway, and the man is over. So it's like, you know what? Once he did that, I was like, nah, hell no. I gotta take shit into my own hands. But you gotta think the last 3 years, he was on the scene with my dad more because I was incarcerated. So people knew his face more and knew of him more. Because I got locked up when I was 19. I got out when I was 22. So shit, so it's like, damn, so he been on the scene more. So it's like people gonna go to him because they know his face versus coming to him.
Yep.
But it's like I had to go build my own relationships with people so I can start making shit happen for myself versus them going through him. And then like so it's basically like losing our father did something different to him than it did to me. I was able to still focus and know what I want and be able to go get it. And I feel like he was just in a place of where he didn't know what to do. Like he was lost. So, and it's like I felt like I had to step up and be that leader. So like within that process of me trying to rap and him and people burning bridges and stuff, I got a sales job. So I was doing sales and marketing for AT&T and Direct TV. So now I'm making good money. So I told my brother, because he been rapping. He been rapping since he was like 12 or 13. I was like, now, bro, I'm making over $1,000, $1,500 a week. I was like, bro, I would invest my money into you. You just got to be willing to take it serious. He's like, all right, cool. You know what I mean? So it's like, okay. I ain't really see no, no joy or no effort. So I was like, bro, you know what? I'm in the position to where I can hire you. So now you can come in here. I say, just make a piece of paper. I don't give a fuck what you put on it. You just make a piece of paper, and I'm gonna hire you. I'm gonna teach you what I know, and you can be making money just like me.
Yeah.
He ain't even make a piece. I told him I ain't care what he put on the motherfucker. He ain't putting nothing on that. I was like, you know what? He don't want it how I want
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. You can't force a person, man. You gotta just let them, go through what they're gonna go through. We all have our own
Yeah, man.
path in life. As much as we want to love our loved ones and push them when we doing good, we want to see everybody else doing good. It's just not like that. We can only do what we could do and keep it
and
moving.
and exactly what you said. Like I'm in that phase as of right now. It's like it's like sometimes this shit, the blessing just be meant for you, and you be trying to pull everybody else along, and then it pull you down, and then
Real
you
talk.
like, man, what the hell going on? And like, bro, I'm trying to help you, but it's like everybody mindset and mental and focus and goals and aspirations is not the same as yours. So I had to go through that phase recently of like, you know what, I got to get back focused on me. Like right now, I got to be selfish and go and go get it. And then sometimes people don't. What I've learned, some people don't know how to go get it. You can tell them, but certain people you got to hold their hand
You gotta
through
have
the
that
process.
hustle. Yeah.
Yep.
So it's like
And that's not easy. That's not easy.
I
That's,
know.
that's double time and shit, yo. Because you got to do your work and theirs and shit, yo.
And
Pretty
there.
much. Yeah. Nah. Fuck it,
I
yeah.
don't know. I
Yeah,
know.
you got to
I'm
make
telling
ties.
you.
You got to cut ties, man. You got to cut ties at some time, man. Like, because if you can't help yourself, you can't help nobody else. You know what I'm saying? You got to have the solid foundation and shit, and it all starts there, you know. So
Exactly.
I feel you on that, man. How are you able to get up out of that though?
Shit. It's either I always remember what my pop said. He said, I ain't gonna let my ship sink for nobody.
Real talk.
He say nobody. He say I don't give a damn who I gotta throw off board.
Yep.
Mama, cousin, sister.
That's real
But
talk.
what if you gotta go in order to keep this ship sailing? You gotta go. Gotta say I'll come back for you, or maybe I won't. But shit, I gotta keep going.
I love the way your pop spoke to you. The way you explain it, it's like I could vision you two sitting down. You know what I mean? Like the way you just let it out, it's like it gives me this picture, like this movie picture. Yeah, that's because the way my father was more. My dad was a street dude too. He showed us the ropes and everything, but it was different. You know what I mean? My pops was more on the strict side, like it was different. When I hear you talk about your pops, it's like I like the way he spoke to you. For real. You know what I mean? He was, and hearing his music, even through his music, as raw as his music was, he still always played that laid back, swagged out thing that he did. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody could mimic that, man. God rest his soul, yo.
That's pops, man. But he was so cool. Like our relationship, like he was like a big brother. Like just somebody that you look up to. Like I can go talk about females. I can go talk to him about anything, and it's like he always had the answer. But he was the type of person. He wouldn't just tell you to do something. Like he'll kind of hint at the right way to go, but let you make your own decision. Like like I remember one time I was talking to him shit about a female, and I was like, Dad, man, she been acting kind of funny. She been doing this, she been doing that. And he was like, shit, Lo, I mean, you can try to figure it out, but she might be talking to another dude, but you never know. But he know what's going on because he been in, or he been involved. So it's, I'm like 16, 15. So it's like right now, I don't really know what's going on. I just know she had it funny. Kind of find out she was talking to another dude. So I went and told him, like, yeah, Dad, but I found out she was, and he was like, yeah, well, that gotta how it go. So he was a person like he'll tell you, but he lets you learn and see for yourself.
Exactly.
That's the best way and shit, yeah. Because you can tell somebody something a million times, a million different ways and shit, yeah. They still may not get it and shit, but if they fucking experience it, yeah. they got the lesson, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's dope, though. Yeah. So, as far as all right, also you got a clothing line.
Yes, sir.
Let's talk about your clothing line, yo. Let's get that out there, man. We gotta let them know about that.
Brick Baby clothing line. So Brick Baby, it's spelled BRIC, baby, BABY. So the brick stands for being resourceful, intelligent, and creative. This is how you overcome, any situation, circumstances, any struggles or anything that you dealing with in life. You have to be resourceful, intelligent, and creative. And that's how you gonna get out of it or get through it. And once you have been resourceful, intelligent, and creative long enough, that will allow you to bring riches in consistently. Brick. So, this is for all my, hustlers, go-getters, people with ambition, goals, and dreams. And, I feel like that's everybody. Everybody want to be something or do something with their life or be somebody in life. So, I feel like everybody is and can be a Brit baby, no matter, color, race.
Word up.
We all hustlers. We all go-getters, and we all want to be something that's out of life. So I made this, or I came up with this clothing line to try to unite people, bring people together, because that's what my dad showed. He said we are stronger together than we are separated.
Exactly. Respect, yo. That's dope.
And that's actually the name of your album too, right? Brick is also the name of your album too, right?
No, Brick. Well, Bricks. That was my first single that I dropped.
Oh,
And that shit right there hit hard.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
Hell yeah. That's what's up, man. What's it kind of? Tell us about your father's hustle, man. What was his hustle like, man? I know some people don't know that he was already, you said, well established in the streets, and he already had his money before even getting in the industry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Dad, he was already a millionaire by the age of 19.
Wow.
So he was already up.
Self-made millionaire.
Yeah.
Self-made millionaire.
Self-made millionaire by the age 19, 20 years old. Self-made millionaire, like in the streets, like going crazy. So his hustle, in one of my songs, I actually talked about it, because the base had 3 8-hour shifts. So it's like it was non-stop. So it's open 24/7. So it never stopped. Somebody was always there. And I remember nights where we didn't go home. We was there. Open in the morning, throughout the day, just every day, all day. But as a kid, you really don't know what's going on. But you just
with your father. Yeah.
Exactly. So you just see people keep coming back to the door. Then they count up large amounts of money and just a whole bunch of stuff. But his hustle was unmatched. He never stopped, until he got locked up and he had to transition.
Okay.
How
did that affect you when he got locked up?
I really didn't. It's like when he got locked up, I think that was 2003, and he got out in 2004, or it was somewhere around that time. So I was 9 or 10, and I really didn't really know what that meant. The only thing I know, a lot of my dad's friends and stuff, and people that I call uncle and family and stuff, they was all at my mom's house crying, and they was trying to get him 40 years and 20 years and all that shit. So, and it's at that time, I'm 9 to 10 years old. I don't know what that means. And everybody's just crying and shit. But he only ended up getting a year because he had the best lawyers. So it's I remember going to prison to actually see him a couple times. Me, my mom, my sisters, and everybody. We are all go see him every now and then, and you know, so it was like I never really understood what that meant up until I got older.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Damn,
Hmm.
because you know, it was his 11, 11 of you. Woof. So did all
Yeah.
11 of you guys go up there to see him?
Sometimes,
Oh
hell yeah.
shit, yeah. Yeah, that's actually kind of dope, though. I mean, not dope as far as the
Yeah.
situation and shit, but that you guys are able to move as a unit like that. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? That's dope as hell.
All the
So
baby was on one accord, like, and that's crazy. Like, I ain't never seen him have no
I
trouble.
see
Like,
all the pictures of him, like and all the baby moms and the kids in the background. It look like he loves that shit too, yo.
man,
He look
real
like he
boss.
love it every minute.
Real bullshit. Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah,
Yo.
yeah. But that's dope. That's dope, man. Like that's rare as hell. Sometimes you can't even get two baby moms together and shit.
He get 10 of them together.
10.
That's respect right there.
10 baby mamas.
Let me ask you. So your hearing your music, because like I said, that break hit hard. Life is a gamble. That's those two right there. I bang those. Those shits are hard. It's your whole style is like super different than your father's. Where did your influence come from? Where did you get what your style from? Like where did that develop from?
Just knowing that, you know, I have to got to establish who I am. Like
Mhm.
as an artist, I mean, like I already have a brand and a platform
Mhm.
because of who he is. But I have to establish who I am, and plus his flow and his sound is authentic. It's hard to replicate that.
Yep.
Like the slow flow, like how it's like you really can't.
Nah, they
It's
can't.
hard to do.
Yep. And I'm glad nobody tried.
Yeah.
I'm glad nobody came out and tried because it just wouldn't happen. It
Yeah.
can't.
I'm trying to tell you. So it's just like me just practicing and just getting confident with my own sound and my own flow. So yeah.
Yeah, nah, you ride a beat, man. I'm telling you, them shit.
What do you think about hip hop right now, man?
Um I feel like the music now from back when I was growing up is way different from like the 90s and the 2000s, like the early 2000s, I'll say up until like 2012, 13, like
Mhm.
up until now, like the game is way different. Like social
Yeah.
media and just like the type of music that's being put out is like I don't really hear any classics no more. It's just like
Yeah.
it's just like a whole bunch of music that's been thrown out, thrown out, thrown out, and it's not really no classic shit like shit that you gonna play 5 or 10
Nah,
years.
I call it fadeaway music. Yeah,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
shit's
Yeah.
gonna fade away. Once the next one come out, you already forgot the last joint. You know what I
Yeah,
Mm.
mean?
man. Yeah. I definitely feel what you're saying, man. It's overly saturated. All you need is a computer and a microphone now. Or not
Man,
even your phone nowadays and shit. You can make a whole damn track.
Yep.
So everybody and their moms is dropping some shit. That's crazy. I mean, tell us what this chain right here means to you, man. A lot of people don't know what this chain represents. Can you explain to them, please?
oh yeah. D4L, you know, this is the got into the original chain of my pops. The first one made, he spent over to the 100K on this motherfucker. But G4L like is not a game, it's a movement, you know, and it used to be before it was down for life, it used to mean down for low, you know,
Mm,
like everybody was down for the cause and for the movement and for what's right, you know, for like bringing people together, like helping the community, like giving back, showing love, and coming
dope.
together, you know, and that's all that stood for, giving people the opportunity to win or a chance to even just try to prove themselves and show themselves. You know what I mean? So D4L is a movement. D4L is a unit. Like us being able to come together and stand as one.
That's dope
Dope.
as hell. That's
Hell yeah.
dope, man. So, what's coming up for you, man? What you got in the works, man? You got any projects going on right now?
I'm actually doing movies. I actually been acting and stuff. You know, so oh yeah, and then we got some shit exclusive information right now.
Oh shit!
So
Oh shit!
so what I'm doing right now, I'm working on the documentary, the movie, and the series about my pop's life. Yeah, like
That's
Ooh.
dope.
Can I just walk in the background somewhere and shit, yo? Just like holding up the iTalk T-shirt or something, yo. Just something, yo.
yeah.
That's
We
official.
Yeah. I'm like, he
Salute
went
for
that
that.
way. That's all I need to say. He went that way. That's it. I'll be in the movie. Yeah.
and
Yeah, that's dope,
it's
man.
big, you know. So I'm just sitting down with a lot of those people like that I know from when I was a kid who was around with pops in the streets and stuff like that, just getting these stories and just putting it together, writing scripts, and you know, so like we working right now. So it's like, man, this shit gonna be big. This is gonna be just as big, if not bigger than the BMF series. I'm telling you.
Is it something where
Dope.
you if like you play your dad's
Yeah,
character?
yeah. Yeah, so
I mean, y'all look like
Man,
twins and shit. Yeah.
that's official.
Hell
Yeah, word of mother.
That's
yeah,
gonna
so
be
That's
dope,
official.
man.
Salute, man. That's dope.
yes, I gotta play pops. I got everything. The
Hell
look,
yeah.
the whole
Yeah,
Yeah.
you definitely got the
I
look
can
for
see it.
sure.
I can see it, man. I can see it, yo. That's dope, man. So this is all gonna be done by you. You're gonna write it yourself. Put
it's
it together yourself.
okay. I actually got I'm writing the series, or we working on getting the series and stuff done. I'm doing that with this guy called Strike Money. So me and Strike Money, we working on the series, and this guy in Florida named Doc, we working on the movie, and then me and Strike working on the documentary as well. So we're gonna drop the documentary, but I want to drop the movie after the documentary and let the series, you know, just got to shit expand on everything that we can capture in the movie. But I want the movie to be a two-part movie. You're gonna have one talking about the streets, then the second one is gonna be the transition from, you know, from prison into the music industry. So a two-part movie, and the series to just give you the details that the movie couldn't, and just you got to expand on a lot of different stories that the movie can't.
Official.
That shit
That's
sound like it's
love.
gonna be dope, yeah.
Hell
Yeah, I'm excited, yeah. I like I said, he went that way. That's all I want. That's all I want to do in the movie and shit. Yeah. That'll be my acting breakthrough and shit, yeah.
I
Screen
got
acting guild, all that, yeah. I'm gonna win an award for that shit, yeah.
yes, sir.
Man, that's dope. So as far as music, are you trying to drop any more music?
Yes, sir. I'm actually working on some new music right now. I actually got out two it's two featured singles right now. One called Yeah Yeah, and one called June 3rd. Both with the artist called Trill Battle.
Okay,
So
okay.
yeah.
He from out here, from Atlanta?
He is from Alabama, but he has stayed in Atlanta for, you know, a long time. So he claimed both.
Okay. That's dope.
Trail. I thought he was gonna say Texas, yeah.
Nah,
That's
so
what's
man,
up, man.
actually on tour right now, but he gonna be back in Atlanta Sunday. We actually just did a show. If you guys, anybody who follow my Instagram, my last post that I posted was of me and him on stage, and we rocked out, man. We got to have the crowd going crazy. You can check out that footage. Anything that I got going on, you can follow my IG, tap in with me.
Let them know what's the IG, what's any social media, anything you want to drop. Yeah, let them know right now. Let them
Okay,
know.
man. My IG, that's Shawty Lo Jr. That's SHAWTYLO_JR. Instagram is what I use 99.9% of the time. So I gotta get in the habit of, because that's what my team be telling me. Hey, you gotta use your Facebook, you gotta use your Twitter, you gotta use your TikTok,
Yep.
and
Yep.
and I
Especially
don't.
that TikTok.
You should.
Yeah, I forget about the
Build that up.
TikTok, but TikTok is the biggest thing now and shit. Yeah, you got to get on that. Instagram is the biggest fucking networking shit right now. It's like you don't even give numbers no more, yo. What's your IG, yo? What's your IG, yo? Let me hit you up.
Yeah.
It's a whole different world, man. This shit is crazy. This shit is
Mhm.
crazy. But let me see. I want to just get your when you hear this and shit, what comes to mind, man?
You chopping up a little bit, chopper.
What comes to mind when you hear this?
Yeah.
That's that shit right there,
Oh,
yo.
Hey, word.
That's
That's
what's up, man. Do you remember when this dropped?
yeah.
yes, sir.
I'm sure this shit was like, boo,
Man,
life changing, man.
it's like you don't really. It's like I understand his impact more since he's not here than when he was here. It's like because any and everywhere I go, somebody always has a story, or like I've had people come up to me and start crying. They'd be like, "Bro, your dad was such a real one. Like, bro, he gave us an opportunity, or like he just spoke to me. Like he just stopped and had a conversation with me 10, 15 minutes, and he didn't know me, or he just gave me money out the blue, or he paid this person rent. Like people came up to me like, bro, your dad paid our rent. Like he ain't know us or nothing. He just paid our rent. Like he did like a lot for the people.
Amazing. That's amazing. That's why you all are being blessed the way you being blessed. You know what I'm saying? Because it's sad. The more I hear you talk about your father, the more it just hurts my heart that he's not even around. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like always the good ones. You know what I mean? Leave early. But the upside of it is he planted seeds through y'all. You know what I'm saying? And what you're doing is amazing. You know what I mean? Carrying the torch the way you carrying it, man. It's not easy, man. I salute you for that, brother, for real.
I appreciate that. Yes, sir.
Definitely, man. Well, shit, man. We ain't gonna tie you up too much longer, man. We greatly appreciate you coming on, man. Again, I know we had that hiccup and shit, but we really appreciate you taking the time out to redo this with us and just kick it, man.
Yes, sir.
I mean, we would love to have you back on. We would love to connect with you again. There's plenty of more things we would love to, connect with you on. You part of the iTalk family, so if you need anything, you want to plug anything you need, just make sure you hit us up, man. We always there for you, man.
I
One
got
of
you.
us now.
Where they can
Yeah.
find your clothing. Where these
Oh,
people
yeah.
can find your clothing.
Oh, I'm actually about to get the website back up and running. Like I really took a break. I ain't gonna say I took a break. I really fell back from like doing a lot. Like we spoke on earlier, I had to just not shut down, but detox from all that people, energy, helping, and hell no. So I had to shake back and focus and just like get me back 100% and focus on me. Because when I was focused on me, I was doing this. I was going up. And then once I started focusing on everybody else, I started goddamn.
Yeah, you lost your focus on yourself, no doubt.
You
Nah,
first, man.
well, get all that up and running. We're here to promote all that. Anything, moving forward, we get our feet wet with certain things. This year we had the parade shit going on. We had our float and everything. We plan on doing it again next year. If it's something you might want to be a part of, we definitely reach out to you. Check in with you on that. You know what I mean? It's one of the biggest exposures. The Puerto Rico parade in New York. That shit is huge. And it's we'll touch base with you about a lot of stuff outside of this. You know what I mean? And again, we thank you. Thank you for this time, B. I really appreciate your conversation, man. The way you carrying this torch. Like I said, man, much respect for that, brother.
Man, thank you, man. I appreciate y'all time. Y'all even reaching out, contacting me, man. And I just, pray peace and blessings over y'all platform, and y'all continue to grow and keep on getting bigger, man. And we can all grow as a family. That's what it's about. So, and if it's anything that I could possibly do to help y'all or bring got shit awareness to y'all, you know, what y'all have going on, man, so I'm willing to do it, man. Just reach out to me and we can work it.
For sure.
Definitely. We appreciate that. Shout out Ms. Hall for hooking this up too. We can't
Yes, thank you.
Appreciate you. And as always, if they only knew, man.
That's right.
Stay safe.
Yes, sir.
Wait, hold up. You telling me you never heard about iTalk?
Nah, man.
If they only knew?
Nah, I haven't.
Come on, man. Joe Chapo,
Man, let me see.
right on the hill?
Mo Gucci.
Yeah, the one from the Bronx. Right?